Newcastle United against Everton. The Toffees actually start the afternoon in a higher spot than Newcastle United. Let's hope that is still the case at 4:45. What will the kick-off routine be? Dewsbury Hall flicked it up and volleyed it in the air the last game, and it looks like it might happen again, Diamond.
Yeah, remains to be seen. This was interesting, because normally it's kicked all the way back to the goalkeeper these days, isn't it? But
here we go, same again. Stuart Atwell blows his whistle. Dewsbury Hall volleys the ball high into the air. Dan Burn heads it away.
I'm going to have to ask somebody about that later on, because it intrigues the living daylights out of me what it's all about. So I want to ask about that.
To Iliman Ndiaye, brings it across the middle, leaves it for a drifter, back to Iliman Ndiaye again, 25 yards out, goes for goal!
Oh, I'll tell you what,
just over the crossbar, he caught that lovely, and it wasn't far away. Nick Pope was struggling, I tell you. It was a great effort, that, Diamond.
No, it's really inventive play.
João crosses the halfway line for Newcastle to the feet of Voltemada. He plays in the field to Anthony Gordon. Good play by Newcastle. Shooting chance for Joe Linton, and that's every bit as high and reckless as Dwight McNeil's, and it sails into the Newcastle fans. The manager doesn't want Mykolenko isolated by Anthony Gordon, one of the quickest players in the Premier League.
Certainly don't want that situation.
Corner kick, left-hand side Everton. James Garner to take, right-footed. Flicked on by Branthwaite. It's gone in! Jarrad Branthwaite scores for Everton! The corner from the left-hand side from James Garner. Headed goalwards by Jarrad Branthwaite. Nick Pope couldn't get it. The Toffees away to our left have gone berserk, and Everton lead again at St James's Park.
Well, if the truth be known, I think Jimmy Garner will be the first to go up to Jarrad and say thank you very much, because in the truth of it, it wasn't a very good corner initially, was it? But Jarrad's made the movement, scoop low,
just manages to hold off Lewis Hall. Then he stumbles, and Anthony Gordon takes the ball off him. Gordon to Lewis Hall, back to Sandro Tonali. Tonali for Newcastle. Good ball, Anthony Elanga, right hand side of the penalty area. Comfortable save for Jordan Pickford. Takes the ball in field. Jake O'Brien puts a challenge, and that's a foul, I think. But Anthony Gordon, oh no, he doesn't come away with the ball. Jake O'Brien does really well. Then Lewis Hall dispossesses him. David Moyes is saying to the fourth official that was surely a foul on Jake O'Brien. Joe Linton has possession. Cross comes Dwight McNeil, chases him away from goal. Sandro Tonali slides it to the edge of the box. Ramsey's in space, takes a deflection and finds the back of the net. And David Moyes is furious with the fourth official when that goal went in.
What a toss.
Lovely bit of skill from Dwight McNeil. Plays it to Betto, edge of the penalty area. Betto back to Dwight McNeil again. Dwight McNeil goes for goal. The keeper spills it. Betto scores! Betto scores! And Everton are back in front. It was Dwight Mcneil's shot. Nick Pope saved it, couldn't keep it. Betto followed up and smacked it into the back of the net. And Everton are back in front, and David Moyes celebrated wildly, and why shouldn't he?
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, I hope that goal doesn't derail what's been a really good and strong first half performance. And James Tarkowski, who's talking to the gaffer at this moment in time, it's ripped the ball into Dwight McNeil, and Dwight's taken a magnificent first touch. Yeah. Never really looked comfortable out on that left-hand side. He's been moved back into the central position. Anthony Gordon's gone out wide.
Here's Dwight McNeil, edge of the penalty area. Can he get a shot away? Yes, he can. Saved by the goalkeeper. Didn't get as much power in it as he would have liked, Dwight McNeil, but Keenan Dewsbury Hall is the draft excluder behind the wall. Jordan Pickford standing to the right of his goal. He's given Trippier quite a target to aim at to his left. Trippier will do well to get it up and over, but he's more than capable. And it's over the bar, goal kick.
In the end, for somebody of his standard of free kick, Kieran Trippier, that was poor.
Dewsbury Hall takes control. Good ball. Betto will chase it down. Across comes Malik Thiaw. Betto's kept it in play, and Betto is through on goal. It's Betto versus Nick Pope. What's the outcome? He's hit the bar.
You've got to be kidding me. I think that ball was out of play, by the way.
Just hit the bar, Betto.
I think retrospectively that would have been checked. I think the ball was out of play, I have to say, but nonetheless Beto's got to do better with the finish. He's got to.
Yeah, I think it was out of play. I remember being here when we were leading 1-0 with a couple of minutes to go, and Alan Shearer scored a magnificent volley, and it knocked us for 6 because we went on and scored again. Here's Joe Linton inside the penalty area. He sells the dummy. James Garner buys it. Joe Linton digs out the cross. Jacob Murphy on the volley. 2-2. and it's bounced through, and it's taken a deflection off Idrissa Gana Gueye and gone in. Well, we've led twice. Can we do it a third time? Thierno Barry beats Dan Burn in the air, but he can only head it through towards the goalkeeper. And I fear for us, Kia Graham, I really do. These have got momentum. Anthony Gordon holds the ball up. Iliman Ndiaye gets a challenge in. Iliman Ndiaye slides it to Barry. Dewsbury Hall takes over. Chance. Dewsbury Hall.
It's a goal!
It's a goal! It's in the back of the net!
I can't believe we've done it again!
We've done it again! Thierno Barry squeezed it in! Everton lead by 3 goals to 2. Would you believe it? Dewsbury Hall across the face of the goal. Thierno Barry threw himself at it. I've no idea what part of his body forced it over the line, but the Toffees are back in front again.
Well, what an incredible afternoon this has been at St James's Park, and it's Iliman Ndiaye who's forced the situation yet again, wins the ball back, slides the ball through to
Malik Thiaw, plays it to the feet of Joe Linton. Foot in from Idrissa Gana Gueye, and again, what Joe Linton does well. He's strong, he's powerful, reaches the edge of the penalty area. Joe Linton kills it into the box, headed away by Michael Keane. Tonali on the volley. What a save! What a world-class save by Jordan Pickford. David Moyes celebrates like it's a goal. It was a tremendous volley from Sandro Tonali, and Jordan Pickford pushed it onto the crossbar with a quite stupendous save. There's arguments going on inside the box. I think Tonali's involved as well.
Well, this is honestly, Daz, this has been an amazing afternoon of football, but nothing more amazing than that. That was just simply world class.
Stuart Atwell, come on, put us out of our misery. Down the left-hand side it goes, it's high in the air. Get up, Thierno. Good header, Thierno Barry. Dan Burns underneath this, makes a bit of a mess of the header. Played across the back towards Lewis Hall. Newcastle might get one last chance. Harrison Armstrong is much quicker than Lewis Hall.
Good lad.
And he wins a great challenge on the far side.
That's got to be it, by the way.
96.5 minutes gone, still they play on. Sandro Tonali will boot it forward. They will get one last chance. Jarrad Branthwaite is fouled, surely. Nikolenko wins a great header. Idrissa Gana Gueye. There's the final whistle! Everton have beaten Newcastle United again at St James Park. It's been a magnificent game. It's been a magnificent performance. And it is a magnificent 3 points. Newcastle United 2, Everton 3.